Muted.
So you're muted.
Okay. So we are going to start the first GT, but previous to that, let me point out what we supposed to do in GT actually. What are the necessary information pertain to GT is required for the students. How to prepare for a debate, right? So once you have selected your debate topic, right, the topic which I have provided here.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you have given 3 topics, so in this class we'll do all the 3.
Yes, we are going to do all the 3 topics. So once your topic, okay, let's come back to how to prepare for a debate. Once you have selected your debate topic, the next step is to prepare for your debate. Follow the steps which I am going to tell you as you get ready to take or tell about it in front of your camera. So first thing is called as a read your evidence, right? Evidence means what are the materials that you have collected on that topic, right? Or what are the ideas you have noted in a piece of paper, right? They are called as evidence. The most important step to building your debate confidence is to familiarize yourself with the evidence available. So whatever the ideas that I have collected on the topic, right, you must be familiarized or called as a try to make yourself comfortable with those of the evidence and try to associate with your practical life, whether these are the things happen, what are the negative side, what are the positive side that I'm going to face, right, or I'm going to feel. And if I feel that, then what about the others feel, right? You will want to select reputable sources and use empirical data effectively, right? Remember that you are going to speak on a topic. So in that case, your collection on that topic must be both of the sides, negative as well as positive. The more you read on the topic.
When we'll write, sir, we'll write also negative and positive.
No. So debate is something that you are going to speak, right? So you're not going to read, right? Yes, you can write the notes, right? The more, the thing is that how can you write? Now, when you collect the data, so you need to carry lots of data relevant to your topic. The better you will be able to defend your position. It means if you're speaking for the side of the topic, so like, yes, I think we all should go or students should go to the boarding school. And I believe, yes, we're supposed to. Why? Now, make your points, right, on this. So, and anticipate the other side's argument. You also see that or think that what others are speaking, right? What others are speaking on the topic, right? That is what called as a very important thing. So when you are listening to other side's argument, like as part of your debate, so Sai is just speaking, Srishtiman is also speaking. See, if Sai is just speaking for the side of the topic, then Srishtiman is talking against the side of the topic, right? So it means both are the part of the debate. And what you will need to review the other side's argument. It is important to prepare ahead. Ahead means ahead of time means before that, to guess what they will be talking about. What they will be talking about. You will bolster your own side's argument if you are able to effectively dismantle what the other side is just saying. So plan to fill your speech time. So you have been given a particular time like 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, you have to speak everything, right? So, or 1 minute, you have to speak everything. You cannot speak, means you cannot take all the time. Like you can see, means when
1 minute.
If you see that, means most of the time when the opportunity is given, so
Sir,
Ritik
also
takes,
debate is not for long also.
yeah. So each speaker at a debate is a limited to a certain amount of time. Like I most of the time find out that when Ritik is explaining, Ritik takes much of time, right? So which needed to be avoided. You should plan to use every second of the time that you are alerted. Make sure you practice your talking points so that you know you are within the time frame. If you are short with the time and in more evidence, if you have the more evidence, then make the you can say that what, make the time or adjust the time based on that. Practice to build a confidence. Do not get hesitate to speak, right? So make a point and speak. It can be difficult or fearful to take the stage for a debate. So, but previous to that, you have to practice. Ahead of time will help you build confidence. Remember to speak slowly and clearly. Do not like speak hastily, right? Quickly, I need to finish it. Even if your argument is good, great, it won't matter if no one can understand it. So that is why speak slowly, speak clearly. All the words should be means heard to the others. Then the last one is called as the final thoughts. So let me point out, debate is a great way to hone your public speaking skills. Hone means what? Develop your public speaking skills and get practice the art and also defending an argument. Use the topics if you are searching for a focus of your for your next debate. So always associated with the topics on which you feel like next class you probably get this topic. So you have to prepare on it. You have to read variety of topics and you have to practice how to speak on it, right? So with these notes, let's go for the first topic. uh, I'll suggest one should come out and speak on it. Should students go to boarding schools? Welcome you all. Let's proceed for the topic. Go ahead.
Should students go to boarding schools? I refer that students should not go to boarding schools as the students can meet their friends, family, and all the relatives for a long period of time till the holiday don't come, and also they can take part in the extracurricular activities done um uh, done outside the school, and can compete to the different students from different areas. They can only take part in the competitions and the activities taken in the school campus only.
Okay. Yes. So, Sai, your point is students should not.
Go to the boarding school.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, no school is perfect, and parents and students considering boarding school is the best school. If child go to that school, he will be perfect, but it is not. More expensive than other private education. Of course, boarding school is more expensive than other education option. Although room and board is included in the cost, the presence of bullying and related problems. Boarding school are not immune to problem with bullying, as is sometimes documented in the media. It means a child bullying other child, means they can feel like sad or miss their family. Moving away from home can be very difficult. This is the biggest challenge of boarding for many students. But of course, it is also fostered independence and personal growth. Boarding through young can be related to boarding school syndrome. It is a documented problem, and parents need to be wary of sending to school too young or when they have not matured enough.
In my opinion, means boarding school is banned.
Okay. Okay.
In my opinion, the students should go to the boarding school because in boarding schools they teach many activities like art, drama, and carpentry, and etc. beneficial to the students.
Good evening, everyone. This
But
is Acharya.
most of the
So can I start now?
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. This is Acharya. I will go for boarding school should not be banned because when a child stays in home, he gets misguided. Means I'm talking about the child whose parents are working and they do not stay with him in home, and they get misguided by all the stuff surrounding him, like mobile phone and other digital things. I would tell that boarding schools, yeah, it's still debatable, but boarding schools should not be banned because a child there gets independent and he gets like he will deal with all his own problems and then he will figure out what to do with those. um,
So I want to add a point to the Ritik that for boarding schools, the living away from the home and from campus and boarding schools also teach students that develop life skills such as time management and etc. of the life that is beneficial.
but
yeah, boarding
that we
school is
can
not.
learn in the home also. And in the private school, they also teach the many extracurricular activities in most of the private schools, um, such as coding and etc.
Learning in front of parents and learning in front of means a teacher is means there is a big difference between that. They were the child will learn strictly the things he's getting. Means he's being taught by the teacher. If the teacher is strict and like he will give homework, which is like and they will do that the way they will become independent. The first thing of going to the boarding school that they will become independent. They will solve their own problems. Yeah, it gives way to bullying, but they will be bullied, they will be harassed, but then they will figure a way out how not to be bullied and how not to be
Sir, can
harassed.
I tell?
Um,
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, in my opinion, students should go to boarding school because because schools teaches us means teaches us to how to speak English with fluently by any with any people. Also contracting, and school also teaches the thing that you cannot learn from home. Means you cannot learn from home or any places. And also schools are essential for lives are in our life. And it also teaches us many facts, many skills, or how to develop also how to develop your education. So we should attend the classes in our school, and we should go to also school.
Aryan,
Sir,
So,
but
Aryan,
Um,
sir, can
wait a
you?
minute. So
I want to
Can
oppose.
Yes,
wait,
sir.
wait, wait. Aryan, add some points.
I would like to say yes because boarding schools allow children a safe space in which they can make a big effort of greater control and independence over their own daily lives. Living away from living away from living away from mm, home and living in a campus, it can develop many life skills such as time management, competency of environment, discipline, and confidence. It is very difficult for most of the students to stay away from their parents. But as time passes, they are used to it. Also, teachers and student staff can supervise and support the students. Mm, we
So
learn
I to
more
oppose.
more habits. we, they can attain peace and mindfulness.
Sir, I means like to oppose.
Go ahead.
Sir means in boarding school means we're packed with some children, but in our daily environment we mix with other children, we play with them.
Sir, I would like to add one point.
So means we mix with other children. We know how means to behave with parents, with relatives. But in the boarding school, we only know how to read, how to sleep, how to time management.
I want
Sir,
to
Time
add
sir,
to
I would like
Shubhranshu.
to add one point.
actually time management is more important than learning and mixing with anyone.
Sir,
Um, Time management is more important than mixing with anyone else. And in boarding school, we also mix with each other and play with each other. We make friends, we make enemies, all that.
But we
sir,
can
in
learn the
boarding
time
school,
management in a
they
home
can learn
also.
more skills than day school children. The school that are
And students can learn many things outside these if they are free. But in boarding schools, there are some limited things only that student would learn. They can compete with the different students worldwide. But if you are free in private schools, we can compete worldwide and in the with the different students. We can learn
You can
anything from anywhere.
you can learn everything inside a boarding school also, because there is a library in every boarding school, and in every school there is a library. We can go there and we can acquire the knowledge which we are we would like to learn the book, like other books, instead of reading our textbooks. We can read those.
Sir, I can
So
tell.
there is
But can get means
Sir,
all the knowledge
sir,
with
means
the
most of the
book.
people choose not to get to go to college or any boarding school, but sir, because they think so, studying will take up time. But I want to tell that sir, college also means boarding and colleges also help us to means people to get their jobs and career.
Um,
Sir, I want to tell one point. Sir, by reading a book, sir, we can't know every knowledge. Inside books, there is a environment. We will means if we play outside, if we live in home, we can do every sports. What can I like means like that. But by reading book, we can't get every knowledge.
But in
actually
boarding school, there are
excuse me.
sports and there are many art and dramas and etc. activities known about the readings in the book. And in boarding
But
school,
daily,
students can focus better on their studies because television, video games, phones, or other distraction is not
Sir,
there
I can
and they
tell.
are limited.
so if they are only studying, they will get depressed and they can relax by any uh,
no
things
one
such as
gets
video
no one
games
gets
or
depressed
mobile.
by studying. No
Sir, can
one
I
gets
tell?
depressed by studying. Study does not
Yes,
give way to
Sir,
depression. It makes us cheerful. It makes the mind free. We get
yeah.
knowledge, and like
No, sir. Means, in my point of view,
If-
excess thing is harmful. If we read
yes,
excess,
sir.
it will be harmful.
but not
If we
excess
watch
study is
one
harmful.
So
means
you are deviating from
if we
the
watch
topic.
Sir, I
Guys,
can
you are
tell.
deviating from the topic. My topic is should students go to boarding school or not? So you are talking
Sir, I
about
can tell.
of something which is not the part of the discussion. Please stay in the topic. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, Sir, with help of the schools and boarding schools, sir, student can learn their first step on their life from the last.
Aryan, do you want to say something?
So I want to oppose.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, sir. No, sir.
Um, that um in boarding schools, a student can learn different things, but in day schools also, most of the day schools have many extracurricular activities such as carpenting, to know about electrical parts, engineering, and coding, etc. Many things
But
we can
if you
learn
want
in
to be a perfect man, so you have to study in a school or any school, college or boarding.
college. Can be boarding college or any day college also.
See, you should
College
clean
don't
your
does
topic.
not come in
We are
boarding
talking
schools.
on school,
Only for
not college.
boarding.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Life in boarding school is disciplined. Students are forced to meditate, even if they're not willing to. They are forced to meditate the way their mind will be means purified, and they will feel happy. They will study. They will grow up. They will manage their own problems. They will know time management. Um, uh, all means all the things they will know, all the basic things to survive in this world in a boarding school. So, at last, I want to conclude that boarding school is better than day schools, and it 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 makes actually it builds up our personality.
Okay, fine.
In
Sir, I want to oppose, sir.
Yeah,
I want to
Sir,
oppose also.
sir,
go
sir,
ahead.
in boarding school. Sir, if we go to boarding school like 10-year age or 11-year age, we will miss our childhood.
Yes, in this childhood we can do many things such as playing with our friends and near
When
and
we will visit,
um
when we
In
will go
boarding
to
school, there is also friends and playing there.
Sir, can I tell?
we can play about with some limited friends, but in tree we can make many friends and play with them
You can't
and
give that time
enjoy
also.
Sir, can I tell?
our childhood.
See, you don't need my permission. You can speak up.
Okay, sir, if student will not go to boarding school, so sir, it will happen that students will be lazy and also depend on their all the work by their parents, and also it will uh, uh, help the student to be bad,
And I
follow
want
bad things.
to add a point that in such boarding schools, and children become more responsible as they have to manage their time and on after clean after themselves and make their beds and do other works also as they want to be responsible in boarding school. Thank you.
Sir, in boarding school, many children make a gang and bullying other children. So, sir, what can teacher do?
nowadays schools are being strict, and no and bullying is not allowed in the campus of school.
And they can be suspended from the school.
Yes, that's why only because of the schools are strict. Many students who have been punished by the teacher um for these things can get depressed and be sad, and they can't share their feelings to anyone also,
Okay,
so
let me stop here.
they get
Okay,
more
let me
depressed.
stop here. Well, guys, good to see that all have pointed their uh, opinions, but the opinions are very mixed. Like I find out Ritik Rudra. So they have pointed that what means. students should go to boarding school, whereas Subhranshu, Sai, um, and also I think Aryan. Who?
I told students should go to boarding school.
No, sir. Only we two,
Yeah,
Subhranshu and I, told
Yes,
we should
sir.
not go.
Four are yes.
yes. So it indicates that the idea is simple, right? Students should go to boarding school, yes or no? If yes, then what are the points we can find out? We can find out that means they miss out their family, they do not get the kind of culture, values, experience from their elders. So they get into the depression after getting
Yes,
detachment
but
from
this is
family.
thing also we can learn from our school.
Yeah.
This is boarding
See, the thing is that
culture.
here we are not making comparison between boarding school with a day school. Here we have a simple topic that whether students would go to boarding school or not. Right. In this case, so your opinion should based on certain points, right? So whereas means I find out Sai and Subhranshu made some valid points, like why students should not join in a boarding school. So the first point Subhranshu made is called as a bullying. So Sai also pointed depression. So student will get into the depression. So third thing is called as a very good point Sai also made here called as a the things that you get in the boarding school, the same thing you can get it in your day school, right? Though we are not making comparison, but he tries to oppose the idea by saying in day school also we can get. And another thing is called as a uh, we unable to guide, right? We may misguide there, right? So these are the points, whereas Ritik makes a point that's called as a uh, Ritik and Sishtiman, so they have made the point called as a self-responsible. That is one of the thing which is a necessity, discipline. And from the childhood age, if you are getting into the self-responsible, so then means your career will be different, right? And another thing is called as a boarding school is something which is providing means many of the things, right? Many of the activities. So which is helpful, and also it takes extra care to the children, which you may not get in a means home, right? So it also indicates the time management. So many of the things which are indicating to the merits of going to boarding school. So fine, no issue. But I feel like Sai and Subhranshu's points are means, stronger than you four participants, because Aryan did not say anything. He just pointed the first couple of things, which is not means attracted. So, and Srishtiman's points are simply referring as a what means he is diverting or called as a trying to add irrelevant. One or two points are appropriate, but otherwise, rest of the points are called as irrelevant in context, right? So, Rudra, Ritik, you try to make the debate proper, but in the middle of it, you divert it, right? So that's why I could say that I find Sai and Subhranshu, so both have made the debate little live, right? So yes, Ritik, you need to understand the environment of GD while you are giving means opposing somebody. So you may say that what I would like to oppose, right? So you all people should also say that I would like to oppose. Another good points I find out here, when you start the GD, you have not introduced, except Ritvik, who introduced himself, right? And then after he made the opinion and he went for it, right? Now, fine, we will go for the next topic. Please go for the next topic. It's called as a religion should be taught in schools and should video games be banned. We will go for the should video games be banned. Go for it. Huh? So you have 2 minutes to discuss on it. Should video games be banned?
So we will think about it or discuss about it.
You have to think for 2 minutes. After that, we'll start the discussion.
So it's a very genuine topic. Everyone will go for video games should not be banned.
Who said that? Then I will make a contrast. If all will say that no, video games should not be banned, then I will go for the contrast to it. You will oppose me, right? You six versus I.
Okay,
Why do
sir.
you, by the way, Ritik, why do you give all the others' opinions a judgment? You give your opinion.
Because no one is there who wants to
See,
play video
no,
games.
no, you should give your opinion. Leave the opinion of others. Subhranshu said that I'm going for yes. See, video games should be banned.
So I
Sir,
will go for video
sir,
games should not be banned.
sir, I did not tell anything.
Oh, you have, but here it is written, I'm going for yes. Okay, fine.
No, sir.
Okay, that's in 712. I understood that. Okay, no issue.
So I'm going for yes.
Okay.
So I'm going for no.
Okay. Well, guys, it's a 7:47. Let me start the second GD. The second GD is called as should video games be banned, right? So, guys, you put your opinion as some of the students have given their opinion, yes or no. But please do remember, I need two regions. And another thing is called as once you are opposing to the others. So please put your region logical and do not deviate from your topic, which is given you. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rudhanada Janna, and going for a debate of video games should be banned. Yes, video games should be banned because many of the games, violent video games, should be banned by stating that video games can affect people in a negative way by and also in body like eyes. It can affect the eyes
Sir,
by
I want to
people.
start. Yes, sir. Video game should be banned because means video game means addict the child. Like if it means like battle royale games, like Free Fire, PUBG, and COD. It is means that game we have to kill someone. It is bad impact for children. And sir, also I saw a news sir before 1 or 2 months in Call of Duty, sir, a battle royale game, Islam means a sign of Islam, moon and star is means placed means sir in the temple sir of Islam. It means so players go and walk on their shoes and also fight there. Sir, it is banned. Sir, and also in Free Fire after, sir, I think one, sir, I am not confirmed, but in a costume, it is man stated that means Islam and Hindus means Brahmin are means collage together and form a costume. So it will means affect the religion.
Okay, good. Next.
Uh,
Well, I would like to say on video games should be banned.
Yes or no?
Sir, I think it should be banned. Yes, it should be banned. So I will say no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Very good.
Sir, can I tell?
Wait a minute. One. Aryan, while you are giving your opinion, please give the region also.
I think video games should be banned because it It links to negative consequences such as obesity, attention problems, and poor school performance, and more video game addiction. It's hard to get enough active play and exercise if we're always inside playing video games.
So I want to oppose. That's
Wait
video
a minute,
games.
Sai. First, you give your opinion. After that, you oppose. You have not yet given your opinions. How would you go for the opposing of it?
Is my opinion is that video games should not be banned as uh, as um it gives enjoyment and relax if we will study more than enough or excess. And if we will do the if we will play video games in limit, it is very good for the health. I am telling that it should be played in a limit, not more than.
So can I tell?
Yeah, go ahead.
In my opinion, sir, uh, 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 sir, in my opinion, video games should be banned because sir, video games affect the people in a negative way and also make a people depression, anger, head paining, etc. And also, sir, affect the children health and by only playing like this of games, sir, they they uh, they forgot about the physical activity that they do, running, skipping, jumping. So, sir, I think video games should be banned.
I will go for video games should not be banned because as there is physical sports, there is also a thing e-sport which is not famous nowadays, but it's going to become the future of the moments. Actually, you see, video games. Some people will take this in a negative way, and some will take it in a positive way. So,
So that I
yeah,
think
everything has
So I
pros and cons. So video game has some negative effects and some positive effects. Um, I will go for I would like to say the positive effects of video games, like the things we do not know.
I want to
sir,
add to
I want to, sir,
Ritvik that
sir, I want to.
the future of the world is a metaverse or the virtual reality. Um, so in that we can in that video games we can do also the physical exercises and etc. Um, so our physical health will be maintained and also we can get
Metaverse.
these
Sir,
smart
but I can,
enjoyment.
Sir,
sir, I can add, sir, I
I
can
want to
add,
Again,
oppose it.
sir,
Sir, I
can
want
I
to
put
oppose
this
it.
point? Sir, he told us anything.
Sir, I want to
first of
oppose
all,
that sign he tell it is means helping physical. So, sir, I want to know that how it can help. Sir, means the video game is played by two fingers. So, how will the effect of physical means health? If
so
we
there is a thing called
run
virtual reality.
ball or
Yes, so
etc., it will be means more effective.
Sir, I can add a point.
So
So
I
video
want to
games.
say that.
Uh,
So
I
games can also be the relieve
Sir,
their
can I tell?
stress, but it can be it can be addicted by the peoples, and it lead to the ragging, and they throw the phone and break the phone by anger.
that because
no,
of the addiction we can do it in a limit. And there is a thing called the virtual reality in which there are two parts. One of it we wear it in our eye and two joystick in our hand so that our physical movement will be shown in our video games or the that metaverse or that future world.
so I think
Sir,
Sir,
I
sir, I
can
video
add.
want
games.
to oppose.
Sir, I am. I can
Sir,
add, sir,
but it will
by
affect the
only
eyes.
playing video games, sir, our relation from family will also lost. Means we cannot spend our time with my families, and also
sir, I want to oppose Sai that he tell virtual reality. Means a good VR set is cost about 10,000 or 5,000. And if children will play game, means mm, he want to do top up or invest money in game. And in India, of gaming career is less focused than means of other country. After 10 or 20 years it will be means esports means the name of esports, but in present moment it is very less focus in esports.
So we are going to the future. We will not.
sir, by only
We are
sir
growing and we
playing
are
video games, sir, we
so
cannot means our health uh, will also decrease, and we can also not sleeping problem will also affect it in the children.
So by
It will
playing video
make the
game we are
mind so that
see,
only we can.
losing our study. Sir, I
nothing
want
is
to
gone to video game. Everything's
personal.
here, but we do not do that. If we do not play video game, we talk with our family. We also sit with a phone, watching Facebook or Instagram. We are not playing game. We watch Instagram that time or Facebook, anything else. So you see, video games do not take anything away from you. Okay, like if we play that game in a limit, we are not going to be addicted. You see, we are
Sir,
not going to be addicted.
I
But it will sir
mean,
affect the
But
children's
child doesn't
study.
understand the
On
limit of.
sir, I want to add a point. Sir,
sir, I will
before 1 2 month, a child invests 1 lakh rupees from his father's bank to Free Fire. Sir, it is means
So
valid, sir. Sir, his father earn money to feed his family, but his children is doing top up, means investing in gun skin or like costume. Sir, it is not that means.
We can do it on limit without the
I'm not
addiction.
playing video
Our
games.
eyes are harming, then we are
That's
keep
not
the
called gaming.
phone
That's not
in
called
a
video gaming.
particular distance so that the eyes could not affect. We would do we'd play the in a limit so that the radiation would not affect our body, etc.
Sir, I want to oppose, sir.
Like example,
So the
when
radiation
the
will
By
study
child
playing
while
plays a
going
game,
to
sir,
toilet.
sometimes we
So
sir
play
is
games,
not
we will
there.
play in a day.
Sir, are you there?
sir,
Yes, I am there listening.
sir, I want
see,
sir, I want to oppose that. Means children means video game affect children brain and mean before means some days I listened in news that a child suicide for Free Fire. That he invest his father money and his father would not beat him. So because of suicide or means
Aryan, do you like to add anything? Or
Sir, can I ask?
Aryan?
No, sir.
Sir, can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
So video games as a play may provide sir also learning, health, social benefits, and so playing the video games are children's learning, health, and social skill. Account to means sir, I just want to ask that the only playing in Free Fire, PUBG. So why should not we teach why should not we mean watch the important video that also help us to uh, provide us uh, 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 provide us means like chapter basic chapter, then we can learn from Byju's, or we can also learn from YouTube. So why should not we
Sai, you go ahead.
So I will oppose in um that we can use video games for studying also, such as Byju's is using video games for studies. in his most of the chapters now. Instead of playing the Free Fire and PUBG, Battleground, etc. And I have played many studying video games, etc. that I have forgotten, but I had played. I mean, many video games who are want to becoming the want to become a pilot, etc. They can use the simulator, video simulator games for that, um, for their dream or for the enjoyment.
Okay, concluding statement. Anyone would like to say concluding statement?
Yes, sir. Means at last, I will means sir. I want to share my personal means accident. Means sir, a boy was playing a game inside of class. By the way, his camera is on. So teacher see that he is playing. He asked that means Chinmay, 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 but he did not answer at last. So in by the principal ma'am, he is ticketed from 10 days. Means children are playing game in between in class by minimizing the screen. When the parents come, he will minimize it and show that his class is going on.
So Subhanshu is so experienced in this thing.
Yes, sir. I think Subhranshu is playing like that so that he had many experience.
Yeah, but you can say that Subhranshu's statements are very
People who die playing video games, like the people who die playing video games are misguided, and the parents do not look after that what they are playing, what they are doing with the phone. Um, so this is the negligence of parents, not the fault of the video game player. Okay, so I'm not talking about the PUBG and Free Fire. The players were taking the video game mobile and then putting the earphones inside our ears and then playing video games. I'm talking about the games which are playing in state level, international level, and district level. I'm talking about that, not.
Okay. Aryan, last concluding sentence. Aryan, can you add concluding statement? Aryan, are you there?
Sir, concluding statement.
Yeah.
Mm,
Sir, can I tell?
Wait a minute. I'm going one by one. Okay. Yeah. Aryan, you must ready for that, right? Okay, Sai, make the concluding statement.
Um, that um, um, video games should not be banned as it we will do it in limit, then it will not harm us. And
sir, can I say?
if you will
Sir,
um,
Aryan,
if
stop.
you will use
Yeah,
the
go.
apps like Byju's and Vedant, Byju's, etc. So we will also use to study, and instead of distracting from study, it will be more attractive to do a study in that manner, and we can store in our memory for a longer period of time instead of reading and
So actually,
only
this is a
memorizing
psychology
and
that.
copying and then pasting it in the exam.
Okay. Ritik, you have
So
already
actually,
made
this
your
is the
wait,
psychology of.
wait, wait, Ritik. You have already made your opinions. The last concluding statement also.
So
Uh,
I got no time to speak
sir, can
also.
I say?
I have to speak. Someone
Sir,
jumped
can
in
I
and
say?
okay, yeah, Aryan, go ahead.
Video games are a form of media that is often associated with negative health consequences. But when games are played in Moderation with mindfulness, they are a very good source of stress relief as well as catalyst for mental health development and development of
Sir,
social
in
skills.
last, can I tell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, suppose a game is a very interesting and only just for 10 or 20 minutes we are watching. So our brain will develop that means our brain will always tell that to watch in every period, means in every day. So it will increase the timing of the timing of the watch. Means suppose we are watching 1 hour, so like that it will increase to 10 hours, 12 hours.
Okay. Yeah,
Sir, can I tell last point, sir?
you have already made your concluding statement. Let me move to Rudra. Rudra, make your
Excuse.
wait. Rudra, make your last statement, concluding statement.
So I want to say that video games should be banned because it affects the children and their body parts like eyes, hands also, and also damage the brain.
Yes. Uh, Fine, guys. Ritik, you want to say something? Go ahead.
So nothing.
Okay, okay. So, Ritik, the rule of the GD is called as a you need to find the opportunity to speak. It's all right. And second thing is called as while you are
So when I found the opportunity, they just
I understand that while you are starting to speak at the same time, others are interfering or others are speaking. That's what is group discussion. In group discussion, what happened? Now, one tries to means impose his power over others and try to minimize or reduce the voice of others, right? So then only his point. He tries to show that
Again,
his point.
our powers and others. So when we will
the points that someone is telling, I will refuse to tell against for them.
Okay, no issue. But let me point out of this discussion, I draw one of the things that Subhranshu made some of the points which are seeming like powerful, and Subhranshu made 3 points here. I would also say that Srishtiman, who made one of the point by stating about the health issue. Sai, you have a one point as you talk about the beneficial of video games, where you take the example of Byju's, right? So how video games are helpful in studying part, right? That is the only point I find out which is beneficial.
But I have not ever seen that by video game we can watch the study. Means we
Yes.
can
So,
study
and Aryan,
through
I
video.
would like to say that please open up, right? Speak. Whatever you know, you try to speak. Though the problem is called as if you get into reserve, if you can't speak, you cannot compete with others, right? You have to speak. Whatever you know, make a point. While others are speaking, you make point. You make the introducing point. You make the subordinate points. You make also concluding points. So write on a piece of paper and try to speak. Ritik, never get afraid of what that others are speaking. So that's why I should stop. Right. So once you find out the opportunity, you try to speak, but remember that your opinion will be stronger than others. Means if it relevant to the topic, if it does not relevant, if you simply say that no, 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 yes, 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 and if you add all the other things.
Also, we have to state the reasons behind them.
Okay, that's all for the day. I feel glad that you guys are coming out and speaking a lot. Very good. It improves your knowledge on a variety of
Sir,
topics.
another last topic is there, sir. Will
We will discuss.
write in a piece of paper.
We will discuss in the next class. Not now, not today. So I'll also add some more topics to be discussed with you. Right. So for now, we are going to end the means this group discussion. So I would say that you people are doing great. You never think about your scores, your means points. You think about how much time or what are how many regions I add to this topic, and how much knowledge I gain from this particular topic, right? So with this note, I Shubhabrata, so wind up the class. Thank you all.
And
Bye.
Bye,
thank
sir.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Um,
Thank you. Bye.